Just Moms Unfiltered podcast, where we get real about motherhood, life, and everything in between. I'm your host, Mama Twin.
And I'm your host, Miss Ivy K. Today we are diving into a topic that hits so close to home for so many of us, and that is healing after a heartbreak. Whether it's a divorce or a breakup, finding yourself again is an ultimate journey.
Absolutely, guys. It's not about moving on. It's about rediscovering who you are and learning how to love yourself again. And let's be honest, it's tough, but it's also powerful and empowering. So let's get into it. Ready?
Ready. Let's heal together, all right? Let's kick this off.
Talk about self-care a little bit. So how do you find time for yourself as a single mom?
How do I find time? I carve out time. I intentionally carve out time to have me time. And a lot of times, we tend to over dramatize things. For me, just putting the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. After a very long day, putting my boys to bed, and now having that pocket of quiet moments where I can either sit, watch a movie, sit down, read a book, sit down, do that is part of also my day-to-day self-care.
Yeah.
I look forward to putting those kids to sleep and just having time to myself.
Yeah.
That is part of my self-care. I carve out time to go out, hang out with my friends, just do things that feed into my soul, things that make me feel alive. Yeah. So that's just some of the ways that I get to do to cover time. How about you? How do you do it?
How do I find time for self-care? Intentionality.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm very intentional. Remember the last time I said I'm very intentional with myself.
Yes.
Selfish is the key word.
Yes.
Yeah? Because remember, if I don't take care of myself, then I'll not be able, I'll have a burnout. And I don't want to have a burnout and then it's going to reflect on the children.
Yes. Yes.
So I have to make time, like maybe when they're in school, I'm not working.
Yeah.
I have to take time now. Today I want to do massage, I want to go to a facial, I want to do this, I want to do that. Or even if they are at home or whatever, I take some time out and go for a mini vacation for myself. Yeah. And also at work, I get mini vacations because of my job, the parks.
Yeah.
So, and the hotels we stay at, we have spas, we have pools, we have saunas.
Yeah.
And they're free.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're free.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I,
That's amazing.
I take advantage of that.
Yes.
And then there's shopping. Yay!
It's quite something.
I love to shop, even if it's not for me.
Yeah.
And my sister always jokes like, she loves sending me because she knows I love shopping.
Yes.
Like, just give me the money.
Yes.
I go and
I'll
shop.
go shop.
I'm in that mall, I'm shopping as if it's for me.
Yes.
But I'm excited to just shop.
Yeah.
I really enjoy shopping. Is another therapy for me. I enjoy it. I love buying. Yani nienda kwa mall naona naingia kwa hii duka naona vitu ni mzuri, nice dresses, nice whatever. I try. I buy for myself, I buy for whoever I send. And it's with the fact that niko na shopping bags. This is the ladies natembea na shopping bags. Tena nice ones. I enjoy it.
Yes.
I enjoy shopping.
Yes.
My sister knows this.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
That one, chef's kiss.
Anytime, any day.
Yes, any day.
Yeah. Mama Twins, what advice would you give to moms who feel guilty about taking time to themselves?
Who feel just be selfish. For me, I preach about it. Be selfish
Be
with yourself.
selfish,
Because
yes.
remember, I had said, these kids will grow up and they will live
Yes.
and go live their life. What about you? What about Kinanini? You've been living your life for them
Yeah.
instead of living your life for you. Yes, you're providing for them the best, you're giving them the best. However, as you're giving them the best, you're also giving yourself.
Yes.
you're not giving them the best and leaving yourself out. Ati wewe unakula mbakshish.
Yes.
You're not, so be selfish. Give yourself the best, give them the best as well.
Yeah.
Once they grow and go and move out of the house and you're left by yourself, you're not regretting
Yeah.
About, watoto nimewafanyia hivi, wamenisahau, wamenini, nawaambia, waninunulie gari, nimewasomesha, hawataki. Why didn't you buy that car? When you have the money.
Yes.
Nimewaambia wanipeleke holiday, wanapeleka tu watu wengine holiday, but you have it's their life. So be selfish with yourself.
Yeah.
And don't regret.
Yeah.
There's this mommy guilt.
Yes, mom guilt.
We always have.
Yeah.
I find that cliche. Why? Why are you feeling guilty for what? Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Be you're selfish ndio nitatumia sana.
Yeah.
Be selfish. You do what you need to do for yourself.
Yeah.
I think that is what I from my own perspective, I would say, because that is what I do for myself. Me, I'm selfish.
Yeah.
I take care of me first. I give myself the best.
Yes.
I'm living my life. I'm not living my life ati for our watoto.
No, it's for you.
It's for me.
Yes. Yes.
Kama nataka leo najisikia kukunywa champangwengwe,
unakunywa champangwengwe.
Nakunywa without apology.
Yes.
Hata alafu kesho tutakula sukuma. It is okay. It's what I wanted for me.
Yes.
The next day wakitaniambia, oh mommy, I feel like having pizza, I don't want ugali. If I have them, I'll buy for them pizza.
Yes.
And they will enjoy. I've made them happy. Yesterday I made myself happy.
Yes.
It has balanced.
Yes.
And life moves on.
The equation balances out itself.
Yeah, it balances out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That is very profound. Yeah.
Now, wewe?
Mimi, what I would say is, moms, your life does not revolve around your children.
Thanks.
Your world should never revolve around your children.
Thank you. Repeat.
Your world should never revolve around your children. Children are a fraction of your world. Okay? That is what I say. My children are a fraction of my world. So I need to tender to myself. I think the one thing that we lose ourselves in is when you get children, your life just becomes about your children. When you get married, it becomes just about your partner and your children and, your home.
You forget
and
yourself.
You forget about you. Mommy, skiza. If you used to go hang out, have girlfriend dates on a monthly basis, please do continue. Continue having your hobbies. Continue having the things that you used to do that, nourish you. Things that actually help you feel replenished. Yeah. It's very important for you to continue doing that.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the children, exactly what I said, your world should never revolve around your children. They are an important fraction of your world. There's so much more that makes you up than just being a mother. Okay? There's a lot more about you. So if you have lost yourself, find those aspects, start stepping out, start doing something. And, some people, the mom guilt that you say is cliche. We have some people who feel, so heavy. That is so heavy in their hearts. And you've let that also become part of your identity. Like, let go of it. Do something. Una hela mwenzangu. Chukua 100. Toka. Go somewhere, Kibandaski. Buy fries and just sit and a soda. Yeah. And just sit, have your time out. Just take 2 hours, 3 hours. Eat those fries, just sit down, do something. I'ma go buy sugarcane and lime juice. Do something with the little that you have. Yeah. I think a lot of times we tend to think that you have to have this amount of money. No, use the little that you have to do that. Take chukua matatu, enda Karura. Go do a walk. Go take a walk. Take that time to yourself. Like, just do what you need to do in the little ways that you can, and you'll find a lot of fulfillment.
The way you said that 100 shillings and then you go just buy chipo and soda and drink.
Yes.
Most moms will feel guilty. Guy, mimi nakula chips na soda na watoto wangu kula sijui. Ebo do it. Hawa watoto watajinunulia sijui pizza. Watapanda ndege waende akiutabaki hapo kwa hiyo village, kwa hiyo nyumba yako. Ukiimagine, the way he sacrificed, he did not eat that chips and that kafanta. Ati ndo niwapatie. Imagine, na wanaenda. Ungekunywa
hiyo Fanta Madiaba.
Kunywa hiyo Fanta na hiyo chips tena upanguze mdomo na hiyo serviette alafu uende kwa nyumba if nothing has happened.
Yes, you need it.
Yeah. Ni yako, it's for you. As much as we love our kids to the core. But live for you. Everyone at the end of the day, hata watoto they are their own individuals.
Yes.
Kila mtu kivyake.
Yes.
Ni mtoto wangu ndio lakini kesho
kabisa. Ama unapata umenulia watoto nguo. Wewe mwenyewe
huna. Jamani.
You don't have. I used to be that kind of babe. Yeah. And my kids, they'd have the best of shoes. The most expensive shoes. When it comes to outfits, the best. But mimi hapa niko najinyima, I feel guilty. Can you buy for yourself? Eka pesa kando, useme this month, it's about me. It's about me. Nenda nunue hizo nguo, vaa.
Kama una feel guilty, basi rusha tu ka t-shirt kamoja hapo, ya kufuta machozi. However, the bulk should be for you.
Yes. The other thing, don't look like your problems. Refuse to look like your problems. Refuse.
Yo chipo ya 100 na nini na kafanta. Kula. Watu wakikula ugali na omena kwa nyumba.
It's okay.
Wewe hata sema Yesu kusikinja.
Wamekula protein.
Wewe Yesu kusikinja watu unajua ushalima kifanta na madiaba huko.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, there's no feeling guilty, moms. We are not feeling guilty for whatever reason.
Yes.
Sawa.
I hope you actually do take time to be selfish. Yeah. Yes. And you see, the thing is, I used to feel like, taking time to myself is selfish. But the thing is, the truth of the matter is, we say you can't pour from an empty cup.
It's true.
It is true. But to some extent, as a mother, you will still pour from that empty cup. Yeah? So this is what I mean. You're not feeling well. You have a child who's unwell. You have all these things that still need you in terms of your household.
Yeah.
You will still have to pour in from that empty cup, even if you yourself, you're not feeling good. So it's when you carve that time to be that time to be selfish, it is for you. It helps you show up better for your children and for the people around you. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are not okay, if you have a spouse in the house, you tend to lash out. Unajua, a lot of times
you project on the other people.
You lash out to your spouse, you start yelling at your kids. Why? Because you haven't dealt with that. There's something Caroline Mutuku said some time back. Step out, come back home, and you're nice to everyone. Take that time, take that walk, do whatever you need to do. Go on that date, go for that spa. Come back and you're nice to everyone.
Exactly.
And I love that. I think that is one thing that I really took as a young mom. Yes. So
once the dust starts to settle, guys, it's about rediscovering who you are.
Yes.
How did you reconnect with yourself after the breakup? This I mean, what hobbies or passions did you rediscover during this period?
I was those babes. I'm a walking testament. I was those babes who made her life about her men's and my man, and my children. Yeah, and I lost a lot. Ati sababu mtu atake uende out, sasa unakataa kuenda. I don't like your girls. Sasa you cut off your girls. Mama, skiza. Have your life, okay? So for me, the things that I went back to doing were things like hiking. I used to enjoy connecting with nature, and that is something that I decided I am going to do this. And my hobbies, your hobbies don't necessarily have to align with your partner's. Or with your child's. We are our own people. You can find things that you can do together, but at the same time, have things that you do for yourself. So I went back to things like swimming. I used to enjoy a lot of swimming. I used to enjoy, playing dress up. I think partly I lost myself while in the hula baloo of, just life.
Yeah.
I'd lost myself. I just started changing my outfits one at a time. So I went back to reading. These are parts of me that I had lost at some point. So I became very intentional on doing these things. So the way I have date nights with my kids or animation nights or game nights with my toys, what I decided to do is I decided to have a night to myself out of that week. A night or two. Put them to bed very early, 7:30. Wako kwa kitanda. I have the rest of the night mpaka saa saba za usiku. And I'd also ensure that it is around a weekend because I'm from work, so I need to just recharge. Yeah, so that is what I do. So how about you?
How did I rediscover?
Yes.
A lot of, as I said, shopping therapy for me really worked.
Yes.
I love doing, like when you told me to, weekend I enjoy shopping. So it was like therapy for me. And then I love listening to live band music, rumba, and yeah. Nasikia too, I need some time out, and it actually works. I love listening to live band rumba and some country music. I love some country music. It's a night out, yes. When I come back, I feel like I'm new, I'm rejuvenated because I've danced, let loose, and I needed for at that moment I needed that. New hobbies. Is it a hobby really? Remember initially we had talked about. I had mentioned I'm so much into the financial freedom thing. So anywhere and anyhow I can make money, I want to learn, I want to know, and I want to do it because Mr. Kuteseka guy.
Poverty is not a badge of honor, please.
Nasemanga to soft life till the end. And there's a friend of mine. We work together. There's this little thing we normally say, my polo. My polo. Like this is heaven.
Okay.
Up and your heaven. So enjoy hapa. So I give myself the best. So I invest in what I can invest in because I need money to sustain my lifestyle. So I look through, what is the bonds that are available, the treasury bills that are available, money market funds, which ones are doing the best, naweka pesa wapi, it's a new hobby. So of late nimeanza kutrade in cryptocurrency, and I'm currently enjoying it.
A girl is bagging it.
Yes, we are making money. We are to struggle. We gotta struggle. So I don't know if it's a hobby, but I enjoy making money. I just enjoy it. Yes. I don't know if I can call it a hobby, but if it's not a hobby, it's my hobby.
It's something you're enjoying to do.
It's something I'm enjoying to do. Yeah.
All right. So I have another question for you. Did you get to set new goals or create a vision for your future? And how did that help you move forward now? This is post-healing, post-now, where you are at. Or were you able to do that?
Again, I'll mention that financial freedom.
Yes.
It also comes through because I'm able to sustain myself.
Yeah.
I'm able to sustain my lifestyle. I'm able to sustain the girls. I had to set that vision for myself. I had to make sure that I'm financially able to take care of myself, to take care of the girls, and to sustain my lifestyle and sustain their life. Like after everything happened, I didn't want anything to change.
Yeah.
Until now we are downgrading. I didn't want that.
Yes.
So I had to make sure and work extra hard and look for solutions for making more money. Because, in employment, you cannot be rich in employment.
No.
You have to look for ways to make more money. And so for me, I had to look for ways to make more money so that I'm able to sustain my lifestyle.
For me, as I said, I started healing while in that situation. Yeah. And hey, I am a planner. I love planning.
Yes.
I don't love being caught off guard. So part of the things that I did is I put money aside. And even before we get to the finances bit, I have always had a vision of how I want my family to be. Yeah. And that vision includes healthy children and a healthy mom and a healthy spouse. Yeah. A healthy family dynamic. Now, not to mean that there will be no conflict of all that, but it's more my vision, and my vision has always been and will always be, I am not about to raise adults who have to recover from their childhood. So that is a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
So that, number one, was the main vision for my life and what I see for my children. Yeah. Having that in mind, and also getting to a point where we could see that, there is no solution towards this particular situation that we have. Going through therapy helped me also, set up resources in place so as to help me transition from this particular situation. Yeah. So I, of course, worked so damn hard. Was able to get a promotion at the time. The other thing was, I don't run away from my problems. I embrace them. I take them up. I allow myself to soak in them, and then I dust myself from there.
Yeah.
So for me, moving was not a, what is it called? It was not a solution. I'm not about to run, because if I'm trying to run away from this and I have not dealt with the things, I will still carry that to my quote unquote new start. New day, new month, new whatever. I will still carry it. I'm still the same person. I have not worked on those aspects of me. And what I did is I set a vision of just ensuring that, I will maintain the lifestyle that I have, we had created for these children. And I was so intentional on doing that. Yeah. Tried farming, all these things, to try and ensure that I'm having multiple streams of income. A lot of times we move forward when we are looking at the future. We look at our children, nataka kuachia watoto hii. No. For me, my main vision was, what kind of retirement do I want to have? What is my where do I want to be, and when do I want to retire? Okay. So that has been something that has been, like a big fuel for what I do and for my day to day. Those actionable small steps that you're taking to ensure that you have a very good retirement. I mean, I want to be that shusho with some wrinkly thighs and wrinkly mates, throwing my nyash on a yacht in Dubai or something. Yeah. I want to be that kind of shusho. I want to be that kind of shusho who's like, hey, you know what, son? Here is this amount. Figure, do sort yourselves out, or shika, ndio hii shamba, but I'm not getting them for them. I'm getting it for me.
For you.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that have really helped align myself when it comes to planning myself financially, when it comes to just making strategic moves in my life to ensure that I am elevating myself and not, taking myself backwards. So I think that's it for me. A lot of it is financial.
I used to have this fear that, hey, akintaweza. Akintaweza kufanya hivi. Nitaweza kununua, nitaweza kulipa school fees. Nitaweza kulipa rent. Nitaweza kufanya nini? So I used to have, because it was used so much against me, I used to feel like I cannot. I'm so dependent on this person that if they don't even send that 500 shillings, I feel like, dunia yangu imeisha. So I had to set myself apart and tell myself, you know what? You can do it. And then I remembered my mom, before my mom died, because my dad died wa kwanza, way back when I was like, I think 8 years. So it was all my mom, plus my 3 siblings, so we are 4. And she did it. Na alikuwa anafanya kazi ya kanjo, like government. And back in the day, it was not a lot of money. And she did it. Peke yake. Because she never went back to dating. Watoto wanne wanamwangalia hivi. I remember my mom did it. So naogopa nini? Okay. And then I told myself, what if this person dies?
What will you do?
Yeah, what will I do? Like, sasa wachana na hiyo ati he's not sending. What if this person now dies? That income has been cut off. So what will I do? I told myself, let me put in the picture that this person is dead. If he gives, well and good.
Yes.
If he doesn't, pia, well and good. I'm sorted regardless.
Yeah.
So I had to set myself apart and tell myself, I have to do it regardless.
Yeah.
I have to do it. I have to be financially stable for me and for these girls. I have to. So it's really pushed me into investing a lot.
Yes.
A lot, so that nothing changes.
Yes.
The dynamic does not change. The only thing that is missing is, that figure.
Yes.
But everything else remains constant.
It remains constant.
Yeah.
I think it's very important because
it's
financial manipulation. If you do not, mwanamke, pesa zako hata ziwe kidogo, hata huku unapata 1,000 kila mwezi from something that you're doing out of your pocket is very important. I would love to re-echo what you're talking about, and that is financial freedom. As a woman, okay, it is very important for you to have that
yako.
That yako. And the Kikuyu culture, when you are getting married, they say there's an ini for itara. Itara means it's like you see the 3 stones mahali pa kupikia, kuna mahali pale juu ambapo unaeka kuni ndio zikauke.
Yeah.
So the teaching about it is about, as a woman, have something, eka ficha kitu hapo. Uko na pesa, ficha ingine hapo. For birthdays.
Yeah.
So it's something traditionally from my knee is something that we are taught. Eka kuwa na zako kidogo. Yeah, something that can help you
in rainy days, in such circumstances.
Yes.
Now you don't have to start afresh.
You don't have to. And even if you're starting afresh, you have something to yourself.
Yeah.
Or you have a leg to stand on.
Exactly.
As a woman, as an individual, as a man, as a woman, you need to have a leg to stand on. And that is also mfuko. It does not have to be extremely
at millions.
No. With the little that you have, it's very important. So I think that financial manipulation is a thing, babes.
It's a thing people use against. And me, I learned the hard way from that.
Yes.
So the moment I took that leap of faith and I got myself out of that fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
I am unstoppable. Yani.
Kabisa.
Moving nayo
yes.
Tusonge tunasonga unapologetically.
Yeah, kabisa. You said that you decided to assume this person is not there. That from my firstborn, I think once I employed that mentality, I will metaphorically assume you're not here. Yeah, you don't exist. So inamaanisha huyo mtoto atekelewa mawe hata kuwa hapana. I will have to figure things out, And just by that, it also helps you stop being so bitter. Stop navigating life being so bitter. Oh, alifanya, hakufanya, alikuwa amepromise atafanya, hakufanya. You are able to move ahead knowing that it is you. If they want to plug in, let them plug in however they feel fit. They want to plug in.
That thing has brought me back. There's this on social media. Was it last month? This lady was trending. She's given birth to this Nigerian tycoon.
Yes.
And then this guy has denied the boy.
Yes.
And, people are rallying on social media like this man should take care. Because it's carbon copy. You can all see. And I would think to myself, like, I wish this girl would... No, there's not... If a man does not want to, he will not.
He will not. You can't force.
He will not.
Yeah.
I wish this girl can just think beyond, the nose, sadly, and look at it. What if this man dies tomorrow?
Yeah.
What will you do? Does it mean that you'll not raise this boy? Okay, we all know he's alive. He's living his best life. Kwanza the best. He can give this boy the best if he wants to. But he's chosen not to.
Yes.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
So just pick if this lady would just, just do the best. Forget this. Eka tu mwanaume amekufa. In your mind, eka amekufa, chukua mtoto wako, funga kwa mgongo, kama ni kazi or whatever nini, do what you can do and provide for this child.
Yes.
And you will see, imagine, after a few years, you will see like, now why was I here?
Sasa
nilikuwa nakazana nini? And you're just comfortable, you're living your life, your son has the best, or your child has the best. I wish she can stop. I feel like she's relying I don't know the story. It's just an observation from, this other side of the screen. But this is what I would just say to also any other woman who's so dependent or wants to be so dependent on the baby daddy.
Or your partner.
Yeah, or your partner. Just picture the worst of the worst. If this man is not there physically, he's, gone, you have to do it.
Yeah.
So what will you do in such a situation? Just picture that and you will find so many answers to your question, and you'll find yourself picking yourself up, and if you're walking with that narrative in your head, and you'll do things. You'll start moving mountains. You'll start moving mountains. Imagine. Pole
I
too.
totally agree. I totally agree. I feel like also if you are like a housewife, there is nothing wrong with that. Yeah?
There's nothing.
But the thing is, ensure that both you and your partner can sit down and you have, plans in the event that I am not here. What resources have we put together? Because we have partners who decide, I don't want you to work. And it's up to you as a woman to choose whether you want to work or not, and to choose whatever your calling is, It's very important for you to also ensure that even in those spaces, you're not starting from scratch.
Yeah.
The both of you are able to, you have put aside resources. There are certain assets, there are things, investments that you have put aside that would still ensure that, you guys are living the life that you are continuously, you have been living. So it's very important. If you don't have a source of income and you have a partner and that is what works for you, ensure that kuna mahali ambapo there's a pot that you can draw from. Yes.
Well, this topic is broad.
It's very broad.
It is broad. And also, now also talking so much about the finances, we need a financial advisor.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll be having
board,
one here,
to help us also navigate through, the channels of being financially stable.
Yes.
As moms.
Yes.
Haya basi tuendelee. Nikuulize.
So the last one, huh?
Yes. What did you learn about yourself through the healing process?
What did I learn about myself throughout the healing process? That I am very resilient. I am very, very resilient. I do not give up easily. Yeah. I don't give up easily. That is the resilience that I've gotten to recognize that I have is something that has been so refreshing. Because, no matter ata nikuwe chini, down in the valley, I will ensure that I get back to where I'm supposed to be, by the grace of God and by the help of God, not just by my own might. And that really helped me recognize my resilience. It's helped me realize who I am or the kind of parent I am. Because, a lot of times when you're going through these particular issues, people tend to also project on their children. It made me recognize the mom that I am. The parent that I am to these children. I never knew that I was a planner and as organized until, when you have to start planning these things. So other thing I learned about myself is I am a warrior. Oh my God.
Yes.
Worry.
Yes.
That was a
woman king.
And I love control. Okay. The other thing is it made me recognize, and I think this is something that I've been working on myself. And I intentionally decided to, this is not going to be me. It made me realize that I tend to worry over things I want to control. Nataka kujua 3 months from now, by third term, niko na school fees, everything is set. Niko na rent worth 6 months. If anything happens to this, I have a backup, I want to control. And it also made me realize that I forget to live in those moments because you tend to focus so much on how will 3 months from now be. We're not 3 months there yet. It's okay to plan. And this is something I have slowly, it's helping me center myself. And it has really helped also reduce the anxiety that I used to operate with. It made me, I love control in terms of, I want the tomorrow to be like this. This is the vision. Ninataka nikuwe nimenunua shamba by this time. Nataka and it gives me a lot of intrinsic pressure. It's not even external.
Yeah.
I tend to give myself it made me realize that I used to give myself a lot of pressure, to achieve these things at the expense of enjoying the here and now, the today, instead of me looking around and recognizing my blessings, that I'm living some part of my answered prayers. I am living my answered prayers. I'm focusing on what I don't have, what I need to achieve. And that also helped me now also slow down. Because when you're going through healing and all this, it reveals the good, the bad, and the ugly. That was part of the ugly for me. And the thing is, once I was able to recognize these things, I have always been very self-aware. And it was more of calling myself out. You don't necessarily have to be called out all the time. You call yourself out and you're like, you know what? Hey, you need to change here.
Direct translation, unajiita mkutano.
Unajiita mkutano. Yes. Unajiita mkutano.
Unakaa na wewe chini.
Yes, you analyze and you're like, you know what, and it was what? Analysis. SWOT analysis. This is my strengths, weaknesses, all this. Analyze them and you're able to navigate. So that's a tad bit about, my self-realization. Yes. How about you?
Wow. For me was I had to learn to let go and let God.
Yes.
Because I wanted to do everything by myself. And you can't do anything by yourself unless you invoke God, And I also learned that God's grace is sufficient.
Yes.
It has always been sufficient, just that we overanalyze things. And also, as you've said, I didn't know I was resilient.
Yes.
Also, I didn't know I was strong. Because that is the only option I had.
It is the only option you had.
It was the only option I had.
I don't like being called strong.
I know. I don't like it. But it's the only option.
It's an adjective that describes. It's okay.
It's the only option that
it's
you
the
have.
Only option,
there's no other way for me. That Also, I learned to love myself more.
Oh,
because I've been giving. I'm always giving. And then there's also another thing for firstborns. Who gives us? Because you're always giving. But who gives us?
Who?
I had to learn to give myself through it, because I've been giving. I'm giving the children. I'm giving the spouse. I'm giving my friends. I'm giving my work. But who's giving me?
Who's giving?
Yeah.
I had to learn. You?
Yeah, who's carrying me? I had to learn to give myself. Even if there are other people, but I come first. I had to learn that. Through this whole process, that it's okay. To give yourself first. It's okay to carry yourself first. And these are the things that you learn as you go. So that was it for me.
Yes.
I had to learn that about myself.
Okay. There's something that you've mentioned, that as firstborns, we tend to give. And the one thing about a giver is it's so difficult for you to receive, because you're so used to the art of giving and being strong and being there for everyone. So it's very difficult for you to say no. And the one thing that I also realized about myself was that I needed to put those boundaries in place.
Thank you.
With family and with friends. Such that if I get a call and someone needs me to be there, I will tell you that, hey, I cannot show up for you right now. My cup is empty.
I have no cup to pour. There's nothing.
Exactly. My cup is empty and I cannot pour into you at the moment. So it helped me put those boundaries and really, really prioritize myself. Again, selfishness.
And yes, when you put those boundaries, I don't know if you discovered you lost so many people.
You do. It goes through a shift, because people can't deal with now this version of you.
They're used to taking from you.
Yes.
Now this one time that they are not able to take, there's no access.
Yes.
it's a fight.
Yes, exactly.
So it's so selfish
Yes.
of people to just wanting you to always give because they know you're a giver. This one time that you're not able to give, it's a bad thing for them. Oh, you're not there for me when I really needed you. But I don't have, as I said, my cup is empty.
I cannot pour into you. I can't.
There's nothing.
Yes. And it's human nature. I mean, we love comfort. Human nature, we love comfort. If I don't have to sweat. Nanita Sharon. Nah, she'll going to come through for me.
I know.
Why do I have to?
To struggle?
So it's just human nature to be selfish and want. But the problem comes in when there's a sense of entitlement. Yeah.
Actually, takers come with entitlement.
Entitlement, yeah.
The takers, they're so entitled. They feel like they're so entitled to your time, to your money, to your space, to your things.
Yes.
And then the day you say no, like, I'm not able to today, it blows up to become a big thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me, takeaway was the boundaries that I really got to create. Because that up until now, it has really, it was separating the chaff from the grain. Yeah. It really did that for me, and it refined my friendships. It refined, and now I was operating from, this is who I am, but these are the yellow lines.
Yeah.
Here we cannot cross.
Yeah.
Here, even with the significant others. Yeah. Because a lot of times, there'd be bloodlines.
Yes.
There has never been bloodlines with me. I have never entertained those bloodlines. It's clear as day and night. This is it. Yeah. Okay. And those boundaries, they help govern how to navigate relationships. I am very, very big on boundaries. So, yeah, I hope that we are big on boundaries, regardless of wherever we are at. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, guys, this was powerful. Healing is such a journey, but I hope today's conversation reminds you that you are not alone and it's okay to feel everything you are feeling.
And to all moms out there, you are doing an incredibly amazing job. Don't forget to love yourself along the way. If today's episode resonated with you, please share with another mom who needs to hear this.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in into Just Moms Unfiltered podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. Until next time, guys,
keep healing and keep thriving. We keep it real. We keep it unfiltered.
Cheers.